was only a little more than 4 decades ago that there were still square riggers sailing the trade routes of the world. These ships were manned by people seeking more than they could find in a workaday world. They too had read of Cape Horn and of the Roaring Forties, wondering how clipper ships made 300 miles a day and what sort of men would climb the rigging in gale-force winds. Here's the tale of one such voyage.
As time passed, the ship possessed us completely. Our lives were given over to it. 100 times a day, each one of us looked aloft at the towering pyramids of canvas, listened to the deep hum of the wind up the height of the rigging, heard the helmsman striking the bells, signaling a change of watch, establishing a routine so strong that the outside world seemed unreal. For 5 days, the northeast wind blew. It was warm, absolutely steady, and the sun was warm on our backs. I spent my free watches on the forecastle head, watching the tiny rainbows formed when the spray curled backwards from the waves, leaping toward the sun. "Beautiful, isn't she?" said the sailmaker, coming up at this moment to look aloft at his sails. "Yes, very," I answered, reluctant to spoil the moment by an unseemly display of sentiment. "Damn it, why not say so then?" he exploded. And then more softly, "Sails, the loveliest things ever made." At 10 o'clock, all hands were called out to furl the main course. 18 of us went aloft and laid out to port and starboard along the yard, feet splaying on the taut foot rope. The only sounds audible above the rushing of the wind and the sea were the little grunts and cries of immediate neighbors as they bent their stomachs over the yard and stretched down to heave the canvas up. Down to topsails now, her upper and lower yards naked, gleaming yellow like great bones. She was a terrible wild stranger to us. At the wheel, a Swede and a Dane were fighting to hold her as she ran 13 or 14 knots in the gusts. I knew then that I would never see sailing like this again. When such ships as this went, it would be the finish. The wind belts of the world would be deserted, and the great west wind and the trades would never blow on steel rigging and flax canvas again.